Back again, I'm going to show you how to build a bubbler and a main unit with a flashback. I'm kind of doing this quick because of the time limit on YouTube. Using Schedule 40 pipe. You glue them all together. These bolts through the top on the main unit nipple. Put them in with gasket glue or something similar. They're fine. Your main unit will bolt into the plates you make. The plates will go into the hole right there, sorry. I use this for a water level indicator right here. And the main unit right here, once it's in the vehicle, or it goes over through the tube to your bubbler unit right here. Now your bubbler unit, you have to make sure the tube is below the water level in the bubbler unit. And I put a bolt on mine, a nut, sorry, on mine, and put it below the water. And screw that in. Seal all your ends real well, otherwise you'll have explosions like in my other video. I go from the bubbler unit, I go into my flashback arrestor I made here, and I have a Rochester filter inside, birdseed, millet birdseed. I have some brass steel wool, and then I go back to more birdseed, and I'm back to that Rochester carburetor filter. Works pretty good. I've had it on for a couple hundred miles now. It's kind of sealed shut, so I don't want to take it apart. And then you just put this end out into your intake manifold. Right here I'm just using football needle so I can weld later on. How you make your plates, real easy. You can use round ones, plastic screws. I use a plastic washer. You put them together. Most main units, 4, 6, 8 plates, depending. When you put your plates together, you put your ohm meter on it, and you make sure it's not shorted. Okay, ohms are right here on the cheap little meters, and it's reading nothing like that, and it means it's open, which means it's not shorted. That's what you want. This bubbler here is my test bubbler, just for showing fun show stuff. Here is my bubbler for the vehicle, another Schedule 40, and I have another water indicator here, level indicator here, so I can tell if there's any dehydration or something, any other problems. To keep the plates cool, if you wire them direct to 12 volts, you will get a lot of amps and a lot of heat. So what I actually do is I put it to a blinker unit, and the output's pretty good. And if you're running 6 plates, it's real good. And you can run 2 bottles on 2 different blinkers, or 3 bottles on 3 different blinkers. This is a towing blinker. I'll wire it direct real quick, but the wire will get hot. See the difference? Big difference, but it gets very hot. So you'll make a lot of hydrogen that way. You can go buy the pulse width modules that they're selling on, but this is maintenance free. You just put it in line with your 30 amp fuse and the dash switch, and you're all set. So what I did is I drew out a whole system here for you, just so you can see. Now from your 12 volt battery, you run a 30 amp relay with the dash switch, accessory on only. And you put your blinker in line with that. Then you go your main unit right there with all your plates, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, and etc., depending on how far you go. You round out the other side. Your hydrogen tube goes out to your bubbler. Bubbles go up. You go through your flashback arrestor, and here I wrote it down again. Bird seed. It's the millet bird seed. It's bidirectional. And inside is the bronze wool or brass wool. Filter for the Rochester carburetor, and then here's your intake manifold. Air goes in. Here's your map sensor if you have one, and then your HHO sensor. HHO goes down this way into your engine. If you're running carbureted, it's even easier. Just turn your air fuel screw mixture in and lean it out a bit. Personal notes. Let's see. Once you're done, you need to wrap your O2 sensor with foil or a muffler bandage. That seems to work. It heats up your O2 sensor and fools it into running a bit leaner. Hydrogen makes your vehicle run lean. 6 plates gives you a decent output for all in all. Use the milled birdseed, bronze, brass, wool, or aquarium stone. People have been using those. Look online. Look for flashback arresters. You'll find all kinds of different ideas. Make sure you wire to your accessory only. That way you have no accidental HHO while you're just sitting there with the ignition on and not running. Use fingernail polish on any bare wires that's not stainless. And once again, if you use like the flasher unit and stuff, it will be basically a no maintenance type of device. That's good. Just check for shorts. The big thing is shorts on your plates. Shorts will cause more heat and blow your alternator out. You can use plastic screws, plastic washers. I've seen people cut tubing. There's all kinds of different options, different kinds of designs out there. Look around, enjoy. On this one here, I'm using stainless steel screws with a double nut, and I using forma gasket for to seal them in. Worked pretty well. And I prefer brass. You can use plastic too. If you keep your unit cool, plastic will be no problem. Let's see. Oh, if you want to get real fancy, you can put a radiator, one of those electric radiator units, drill it into your water on the bottom here, something where you measure your water temperature, and put that to a normally closed switch, which will be in parallel with this one, and blinker. And if it gets too hot, it'll open the switch and then it'll only go through the blinker and automatically cool for yourself. Alright, thought that was kind of a neat trick. I'm having a hard time finding normally closed switches. Usually they are normally open. Okay, any questions? Give me a yell. Thank you. Bye.